Greetings and salutations from Pandora the Eclectic to Bewildered Ape. Okay, now I'm sure I'm looking like a TJ fanboy. Hey, when I'm making videos like this, but I'm not a fanboy fangirl. But anyways, I just wanted to defend TJ's point of view. For starters, I think TJ already knows good and well enough that, yeah, rape is not done just to both women and men. It's done to children. However, here's the problem. Yeah, those are pedophiles in the greatest of names, and frankly, I think that should be persecuted far more because of how that is biologically, just physically, mentally, and just completely devastating to a child. Now, does that mean that a woman does not get traumatized? Of course. Men get traumatized too. But it's like, I don't even want to describe why, and that's why I think that argument is bad, okay? Just for the fact that I'm not saying I would ever want to be raped, being a woman, a full-grown adult woman. Let me stand up and show you, since you're not going to see it here. Yeah, I am a grown adult woman. I would never want to be raped, and I'm sure there's plenty of men and women out there that would do so. But at the same time, TJ understands that happens, because I hate to tell you this, he has shared stories about him being raped. But the problem is, and also another thing when you brought up the humanist thing, yeah, it's not just the humanists who are fucking around with the definition. There's also feminists who dare to fuck around with rape. Okay. And hey, I don't know if I saw I think there was like a section of that video where you brought up about, where they were talking about, I believe, wasn't it these two Indian, not Indian, and two people from India talking about how rape, the definition of rape was basically, woman penetrating, man penetrating the vagina. So that's, well, technically, you could argue that that's sexual intercourse, or at least reproductive sexual intercourse, because, well, men can rape each other too. And actually, it's probably higher amongst, and I hate to say, I don't like to slam, because actually this is not quite correct, because actually it's more domestic violence is more popular amongst lesbians, but I wouldn't be shocked if that happened, because that would be considered somewhat violent, even though, because yeah, that's what it is, sexual assault. It's basically going and taking sex and using it as like a weapon, or a way of just using it against somebody else to make them do what you want, I guess. I don't know. But frankly, I think they just want, and no one's really saying, let's let all of these rapists go out there and do whatever they want, because it's more of like, just not stigmatizing, because I hate to tell you this, we already stigmatize people who are in jail as enough as it is. And what happens most of the time is these people kill themselves. They become institutionalized, and they kill themselves, or they try to sneak back into jail. And I hate to tell you this, our jails are already fucking full enough as it is. And unless we're gonna make it where we have like a jail that's completely separate from the big, well, not jail, penitentiary, I think that's the word, but penitentiary, where we just put those people in there, where it's like, yeah, These guys are doing stuff so they could sneak back into the penitentiary. We're putting them here because, yeah, they want to be there, but you know something? We got too many people here, okay? We got too many, and it should be saved for people who actually do worse crimes. And by the way, I hate to say this, if you knew anything about, that's also another thing about the pedophile thing, type of that again. You are aware of the fact that we more likely let pedophiles out of jail more often. And I hate to say this, pedophiles will go after children regardless of the situation. And it's sick. It's usually, unfortunately, it's more often, like you said, Uncle Joey will go after, his niece Susie, or his nephew Tommy. And it's sick that he would even dare touch them, but it's going to be more common between those two because, well, who else would you have trusted? That's usually what happens. Anyways, and we are aware of the fact that it's not just, because yeah, we're not saying that we should try to completely, no one, if we are trying to, how to put it, broaden the word of rape, the rape, it's not in favor of the rapist, it's to make clear, hey, men get raped too, so this shouldn't be ignored. And I agree with this statement, mostly because, well, to be honest, I probably will have a son one day, and I would like that his rapist is getting put in for the same crime limits and all that stuff as another. And also, I hate to tell you this, and I know a lot of feminists will get really cheesed off if I ever say this, but, as of late, there have been teachers in schools who do rape their male students. It happens there too, and the reason why it's considered rape, even though I think it should be pedophilia, and should be, like, pedophilia should be, like, number one. I hear lots of people not exactly caring that much of a bit about their own children, so, for whatever reason, I don't know. It's, to be honest, the whole rape thing, it's all over the place. It's not because anyone's in favor of it, it's more often, you never know when it's gonna happen. And also the questions you ask, like, yeah, unfortunately a lot of those statistics that are offered by the feminists, those were not done very well at all. And in fact, they were just kind of, written to be not so much against men, but they were probably asking, have you been raped by a man, or have you, I don't know. I can't quite remember the question, but I don't believe that it was actually done with the greatest of care, but, I feel bad and do pity those who have been raped, because I would hate if it ever happened to me or anyone I was close to. Just like I said about the pedophilia, I would think it was a horrible, disgusting thing that someone would rape a child. I would not be in favor for it. I would not be okay with it. But what you're saying about TJ is dead wrong, okay? He has already had that experience, and he's made videos, and I think you might have skipped over those videos, and I just wanted to bring that up. And I probably could look, in fact, I might just link his channel in the description below, and you can go look there, because, yeah, it's there, you silly person of the week. That's really what it should be called. Anyways, this is Pandora the Eclectic saying all my respects to Bewildered Ape. And, well, sorry TJ, and keep it frosty, y'all.